Alright guys, welcome to the assassin guide for 1 to 70. For this one, especially when people are going to be investing a lot into the class to make it work, I decided to ask help from but the actual best SinX player, especially in NA, most likely other servers as well. He has been playing the class for a very long time. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy that to this day probably still hasn't found the imp. Can't find him, aka Sky. Alright, Sky. So I wanted to start with, we're doing the 1 to 70 assassin guys, so I wanted to start with that. This is the assumption that people are going to invest in the class a little bit. So what do you think should be?
A little bit?
Yeah, by a little bit I mean like a lot. At least like start off with plus 10 weapons in the beginning.
Yeah. So well, I mean, basically it's like if we're gonna level up SinX, we're just gonna skip through the boring parts, which is fucking first job, right? We don't need it.
Yeah.
Everybody should know the first skill already, which is this. This is the basic.
Yeah. So you think when they first start, it should always be double attack first over increased dodge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Double attack, dodge. This one's good for PvP.
Yeah.
Stealth is max. Backslide is for PvP. Then only 5 are in Venom, just because it's a prerequisite.
Okay.
What else? Dual wield, the first one that you need to go to.
Okay, so as soon as you turn assassin, dual wield right away, right? Okay.
Yeah, this is for daggers, by the way, but my thing is like mixed up. So
yeah,
it's for constellation also.
Okay. So this is just for the daggers in the initial.
This is for the daggers. What we're talking about right now is just daggers. So you need this max out. You need this max out. You need this max out. This one is perfect. This one is too good.
Okay, gotcha.
It's kind of like a Drake card for your red cut.
Nice.
Yeah, so your priority for your skill set is the first 30 is gonna be here. It's just gonna boost up your farming like fast, really fast.
Okay.
Then these are just these are for PvP.
Okay, so no prior on that on the leveling phase.
Yeah, they can just read their skills and hopefully they fucking understand it.
Yeah.
What else to talk about here? So you got 10, 10, 10, 30, then 36.
Enchant poison for PvE, is that good?
Yeah, I think you only get 4 points here, like on the second job.
Yeah.
30, 36. Either 3 or 4 points if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then SinX is this, so double attack. This is where you fucking crit.
Yeah, your double attack start critting.
Yeah, this one I would say prioritize enchant deadly poison first.
Yeah. Okay, so as soon as you turn SinX, enchant deadly poison first, and then
enchant deadly poison first. So you can do 1 in 1, or you can just focus on this one.
Okay.
I like this at least level 1.
Okay.
Because this is where you crit your double daggers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because this was changed in Karo. They used it for crit now. But yeah, so that makes double daggers OP basically. So that's the first 20 points. You need this because it's your ignore defense for PvP.
All right. And does that work for PvE or?
PvE? No, because defense on monsters is
so low.
It's useless.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, this is DPS for PvP. This one, it's kind of like meh. I don't use it.
Okay.
It's just whatever. But after all, you use 30 points, then you can use it for your enchant poison.
Okay. And that increases the damage of your enchant deadly poison too. In
Nah. No? So the enchant poison is just like a basic flat attack to 24.
Okay.
But it switches your element to poison, which is like plus 25% to elemental mobs or any elemental armor.
Okay.
You can put 1 point on this one also. This helps like for MVP.
Is it percent damage?
Nah, it just amplifies your poison damage basically.
For MVPs, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you just put this down. So you enchant poison, you enchant deadly poison. You put this down in the MVP. Like you put it down in MVP, right?
Yeah.
And you just attack it, and you get more poison damage basically.
Okay.
Even versus neutral. I don't know if people know about that, but it's for PvP. I don't care.
Yeah, even against neutral. Gotcha. Okay, good.
Yeah. This one is kind of good for neutral reduction and elemental reduction. I mean poison reduction. It's just PvP. Basically, what you need is just these 3 for SinX.
Yeah, that's it pretty much, right? Like after that, you don't really have to worry about any other skills.
Yeah, it's double daggers is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You just gotta have good gears and got a good core.
All right, so yeah, that basically gives them a preview of the SinX build already. That's really good.
But
So,
1 to 70, the leveling is pretty boring. It's just like you're just gonna double attack unless you're gonna be a Qatar
yeah,
and you're gonna sonic blow like mobs and shit. But I don't know. I was never a fan of Qatar.
yeah, it delays too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's the skills for this. Yeah, this already covers the first to third jobs. So what about stats?
That depends. It's totally different for every other people.
Yeah, let's say like for the with the assumption that they invest
So
heavily.
1 to 70, you're gonna decide if you're just gonna be a double attack or a crit double attack.
Okay.
Because if you're just gonna double attack like early in the game, well, obviously you don't have much crit when you're not a SinX yet because of this skill.
Yeah.
But you can still get crit, but you're just gonna tweak your build. So
Just to get more luck.
I'm not gonna
compensate.
I'm not gonna talk about crit yet.
Yeah.
because
Just,
People can just like YouTube shit and they can learn from that.
yeah.
But yeah, it's usually just like 909 agi, 99. That's it, basic.
Okay. Just full 99 agi. Get max out the XP. Upgrade on weapons is gonna make up for your damage, pretty much, right?
Yeah, because the attack speed is the most important thing for the assassins.
Yeah. Okay. So maximize your agility, and what's your secondary stat? Strength.
I would be level 1 to 70. I would be strength. Yeah.
Level 1 to 70. Put strength.
I wouldn't worry about dex. If you're a semi spender, then probably dex. But if you're going heavy, then you should already know what you're doing anyway. That you're gonna go for crit, so you need luck instead of strength.
Okay. And for heavy spenders, is the crit one better, or is the agility strength better?
I'm gonna let them like decide on that. Let them test it.
Okay.
If you're a spender, right?
Yeah.
You can fucking reset. So.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. What about for equipment? 1 to 70. I guess it's
1
not
to
really
70.
important until like 50. I would think.
I mean, 50's basic.
Because like you just get basic daggers pre 50. You just get the highest attack one that you can get, and then at 50 is the only one where you have the purple ones, right?
Oh fuck! I forgot about these. So 50. There's 2 builds on level 50.
Sandstorm.
One is auto attack and one is burst. This one is I like this one, to be honest. Before switched to auto attack when I was still a low B, because this is the red cut skill. It's just too much.
This is really strong, so it's better efficient leveling. Okay.
I mean, if people are trying to burst, then I guess this can work.
Yeah.
For auto attack, then you need this because there's too much attack speed in this one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
For this one, I don't think this is important.
No, it's not. None of the armor matters in the beginning. Just get the agility ones in your set. All right. So in terms of accessories, materials leash, right?
Yeah, accessories. Yeah, whatever they have, they can use whatever they have.
Okay. And then once they reach 70.
70 is where they need to. Is it 70?
Yeah, that's 70.
Wait, no, it's 80. 80 is tier set. Yeah, this one, 80.
Okay, so 80 recommend tier set, and then level 70.
Yeah, tier set
weapons.
for the DPS. There's also this one for agility and crit.
So tier set for auto attack type, and then the rider suit for.
It's just crit, agility. If people need agi or whatnot.
Yeah, for like crit build, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it just says here you just benefit more if you're using strength.
Yeah.
This one is just pure attack speed.
Attack speed. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And for if once you get to 70, what will your choice of weapons be?
Choice of weapon?
Yeah.
It should be the same. It's either the red cut dagger or
sandstorm.
You switch to meteor. Okay.
Meteor.
Yeah, most auto attack are gonna switch to meteors because it just gives a lot of crit rate.
Yeah, ignore defense as well.
But I still see people like use this before like pre 100.
So which one would be like more PvE preferred? Which one would be more PvP preferred?
I mean, when people get to 80 and most daggers are gonna be meter, then you just get to farm like really quick.
Okay, that's your power spike. Pretty much like 70.
Yeah,
and up. So
it is the power
SinX.
spike. 80 is the power spike.
Yeah. All right. So go meteor, and then as usual, it's just the tier set and the rider set for more attack speed.
Attack speed, yeah.
Yeah.
If you like attack speed, if you're shit on course, what else do we need to talk about here? Just gears. That's it.
What about cards? Actually, cards.
Cards.
For those who want to whale out on the gacha cards early on to get like a specific card, what do you think?
I would say size. I mean, size and race cards.
Yeah, size and race cards, and for accessories, is it the that red cut card?
Accessories is it's kind of like this is where you separate your build, I guess. So I'm just gonna let people know. Just look for it. Like I don't need to feed everybody their own build, but yeah.
Yeah.
So red cut, yeah, sure. If you're crit, kobold. If you're attack, mantis.
Especially for strength builds, and you have like strength scaling.
Yeah, kobold or stem worm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horung is actually, I mean, you gotta have that in PvP.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. And then I think the last part, we covered the stats, we covered the equipment, and we covered the skills, and we covered the cards. Are there any like good leveling spots for 1 to 70?
Leveling spots. People are still plebs before 80.
Yeah. So like would you say like focus on small monsters for leveling?
No, you can kill like SinX can kill like, I mean assassins. Even they're not using meteors yet, they can still kill pretty fast.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think like where I leveled before. I think scale workers until from level 50. So like from level 50 to 60, I think I was in scale workers, and then I think I was in mark after. No, nightmares.
Nightmares. Okay.
Yeah, even though it's large, right? Just take note about the 10 level gap. If this is 62, then you can level here at starting at level 52.
Yeah. But I think the thing
So
is like mobile, you have a lot more damage sources than we had when the game first started in NA. So I think that's what makes up for the HP differential. So I think it doesn't really matter too much in the end anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, this one, and I think Orc is what you're gonna do after. Yeah, so Skull Workers, then Orc, and then Nightmares, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so those three. And what about prior to 50? What would you recommend? Like when they're just all like starting
prior to 50, I would say.
Did you grind like Hydras at all?
No, Hydra spot is ass. It's actually terrible.
Gotcha.
Archer Skeletons.
Yeah,
because Archer Skeletons have a 3 spawn.
Okay.
This one or Flora, they're about the same level. You can start leveling here at 49.
Yeah.
So pre-49, I think. Muka. Yeah, Muka. Pre-49.
Okay, so that's a good leveling spot.
So low levels, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably level here from 35.
Okay.
You can get to 35 just by doing quests anyway.
Yeah. So then Muka is your next target. Okay.
Questing in dailies, you can just go from 1 to 40, I think.
I think if it's a fresh server, questing plus some grinding will take you all the way to like 30, 31, 32.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So just think about 30, so 40. So probably this.
Fire skeleton, yeah.
Yeah.
You have like
that one or
a priest friend that can.
Yeah, probably pirate is the best.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's actually that's all they need to get to 70. So that pretty much covers everything. Covered stats, equips, skills, leveling spots, and cards. Armor cards, muffler cards. They're not too important. The most important things are obviously racial and size cards for your weapons, and then obviously the accessory. Depending on your build, if you're going crit build, if you're going auto attack build, you might it might change. If you're going red cut build, you might stem worm, or you could go kobold. Or,
it's gonna change for sure because it's just gonna be like your own build. So as long as you know what to look for, just fucking check this shit.
Yeah.
And read. That's it.
Yeah, so pretty much filter by weapon card, and if you check out the monster glossary, you know what kind of mobs that you are going to be fighting, then you can base that off of that information there.
Yeah, exactly.
You change it up. All right, well, that's perfect. That pretty much sums up the assassin guide from 1 to 70. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and then there's even after like 70 plus, I believe there's not a lot of variance, and it does require some experimentation depending on your current gear. You can tweak depending on your weapon enhance or your armor enhance. So all right, that sums it up. Yeah. All right, thanks, Kai.
All right, yeah,
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep. Thank you.